Hello, welcome back to my channel, and here I am with another video. What do you see on your screen? This is a 1961 Chrysler 300, and on this video I will give you a basic idea how you can do the restoration of this door panel. To do a door panel, you can use three different materials. You can use a plastic, you can use a waterproof door panel board. I don't know why they call waterproof door panel board if it's not a waterproof. I will use wood. To me, wood is better than a waterproof door panel board. Way better, last for longer. So I prefer using wood. I will use two different wood. A 1/8 thickness is the one what I am holding, and the other layer that is on the top is a 1/4 of an inch. I will use those two different thickness wood, and you will see the whole process. Not the whole process, but at least you will see, I would say, 90% of how you can do this. First, you can use the old door panel board to cut a new one. Make sure it is in a good condition. If it's not, I prefer cut it longer and then come in and trace it around the door panel frame. I will use a part of that piece. As you can see, I cannot use it. So I cannot use it the whole piece, but I will use part. I will use that black foam. I will put them on there. As you can see, I already did it. I will show you how I did that part. And that thing has to be strong, my friend. What you see is that is the rear door panel. I put one layer on top of the other one. That way I can cut two at the same time. You can use a jigsaw, you can use a circular blade. I prefer using this PTS 1000 from Snap-on because it is adjust the pressure, the air pressure, and that thing cut like nothing. Two layers at the same time. Like that, you see, I put the old board on top. Make sure it fit nice on the car before to cut the new one. Same thing I did with the front door panel. You can see I put the old door panel and then I trace it to cut the new one. In case if the old door panel is missing part or it is short, you have to correct that part, or you can do it cut the board longer with extra all around, then screw it to the door and then trace it following the shape of the door panel. There are a lot of different ways how you can do that. I use the old panel and I put them on there and I see if it's nice. So if it fits nice, I keep working. In case if it is longer, I have to trim a little bit more. I will use that part. See, that is not good. But part of that, it is strong. So I will use that part that is strong. I will review this piece. To do that, I have to start taking them apart, removing the old pieces. There is a metal. I will do a little bit different, that part. I put all that in the trash can. I remove this piece of foam. It's like a rubber, that thing. This chrome will be right there. On the bottom, you have another chrome, but one chrome is missing, so the customer decided not to put none of the bottom chrome. So I put that piece in there. That piece of wood is a 1/4 of an inch thickness. I just put the old piece on top and I start tracing. Before to do this, you have to make sure the old piece fit nice in the new board. I know that part it is straight. I know this part is straight too. Right here is straight too, so I'm using the ruler. Okay, then I start cutting 1/4 of an inch wood. Right there, I use the other kind of blades. I can use the jigsaw right here. or I can do it this way. And that is, I got that new hood already. I'm making sure I check it, and then I will cut part of this one. And the good thing, I can reuse part of this one. Other way, I will have to make a new out of the fiberglass or foam and make the same shape. I put glue in there. I put a line on there because inside of that line I will put glue. And there is the glue. It's gluing. I will put the screw from outside to inside and from inside to outside. Then I will put a staple too. I just made this hole because the handle to open and close the door will be right there. You see those black screws? There is a metal behind. That metal belongs to the armrest, and I am screwing the wood to the armrest. It's strong, that part. Then I use the grinder to make sure to make it nice and smooth. And I will put some screw right here too. This is chrome screw with washer. I will cut it on the other side because the screw is a little bit long. And I just cut it. And I put a staple. That piece, it is strong right there. Then I just put glue on the hard rubber or foam. And I glue, making sure it is exactly like how it was. And I put that crumb because that crumb will be in there. In case if you have to move the phone a little bit in, I will do it. So what I'm gonna do right now is I just put that crumb in there because it will be there at the end. Then I just get this layer and put them in there. I will put some staple just to hold it in place because I need to make some hole. Okay, put some staple on that side, and I will do the same thing right here. The door panel have some small hole. I have to make those small holes go through the other layer of wood. And then I will use this wood drill to cut a little bit. Why? Because I will put some strong plastic clip with a big head, and I don't want that head to expose through the vinyl. Same thing on the other side. So I just bring it to the right here. You can see those holes in there. The head will be flush in there, even through the wood. So I will start cutting this the material. You get the measuring tape and you measure how many inches width and length, and then you cut it. I am putting a 1/4 of an inch foam on that vinyl. I just put glue. You can put the foam on the door panel board and then nothing on the vinyl. I prefer putting them on the vinyl. I am cutting some strip of the sheet board, 1 inch width, and I will put glue right here. You might asking why? Because I will put that, I will glue that strip, sheet board strip in there. Then I will take it to a sewing machine and I will sew it. You got that one, you got two, and you see me sewing. Why that stitch in there? Well, I'm just going to put some staple, and I don't want that piece to stretch or to move. I'm making those holes a little bit bigger. There will be some metal click. If the door panel it is heavy, you have to put a lot of click. Check this out. That piece of metal, original going in there. And because this is a restoration, I have to put them on there. And I'm going to put some with the staple. The staple that I am using is stainless steel. If I use galvanized staple, it's not going through that metal. On there, and I draw a line right here. There will be the chrome on that area. So the chrome has to be exactly on top of this material. You can see that line. I put the edge of the chipboard exactly on the line. And I put a staple. I just make a cut right here. I will remove that piece of chipboard. Just unstitch it. And I will keep a staple in this part. My staple gun usually work with 90 pound of pressure. Right now I give the whole pressure because I am stapling through that metal. And I will put one more layer of quarter of an inch point in there just to make sure that part is even. I just can leave it like that, but I prefer doing this way. Then I just cut it all around. Okay, I put glue right here and I put glue right there. I cut that from right here, same thing on that side. I am ungluing the vinyl because I just will cut the font even on that area. You can see it. Okay, now I am putting glue into that metal right there. And I am gluing both parts. Make sure to be consistent when you are pulling the vinyl. That pulley has to be consistent all around there. Same thing on the side. I am folded in, but if I just cut it, that would be fine because on top of that will be like a gasket, other piece of black material. So right now, I made a hole on the wood, but I am making those holes through the vinyl because I will put the chrome in there. And you can see those marks. Get the chrome. I cleaned those chrome. It was all dirty, but I cleaned it. I did my best. Sometimes the customer take it to the special place to clean it. And that chrome is there, so I am using the hammer because the chrome have like some metal, and I am folding, making sure that chrome stay in there strong. Then I just get the other layer and put them on top and make sure it fit correctly. In case if you see something is not right, you have to fix it before you keep going. Right here, I am putting the black plastic clip. There are some plastic clips that are so weak. You put them in, if you try to remove the door panel, that plastic clip, it will break easily. Don't use those plastic clips. Use the good one. You can buy those clips. There are a lot of places where you can buy it. Avico, that company have a good click, metal or plastic. Amazon, sometimes I get a good plastic click, and sometimes they give me a very, very weak, cheap click. It's a risk buying on Amazon those click, plastic click. I put a glue on that material because I need to make it like a straight, get that shape in there, and I just cut it all around except the bottom piece even. See on the bottom I am cutting 1 inch short, and that is. Then I just get a vinyl and I put in a little bit of glue, white glue, because I need to hold that piece molding, because I need to trace it. I need to put those marks. Then I put that line. That line, it is exactly on top of the other line that is underneath. And I made those notches. I remove the vinyl. Right here, original come with black vinyl. I am using a black vinyl, same texture, and it is marine vinyl. And same thing, I draw that line exactly where the black line it is underneath. And I put 4 marks. The purpose of those marks are when you are sewing those pieces. All those marks have to match. Okay, I just will cut a 1/2 inch extra all around for the seam allowance. And I will put a, a 1/4 of an inch thickness font. You can put that font on the wood or on the door panel board and nothing on the vinyl. Then I take it to a sewing machine and start sewing those 2 pieces. Make sure those notches match when you are sewing. Grab whatever you give for the seam allowance. And that is. I take it to a table and I will glue first the top piece. That means I will put glue the top piece first. I put glue right here and I will put glue on the board right there. And make sure to put the stitch exactly on top of the black line. If you see something is not right, unglue it and fix it, because later it will be too late. I am putting some staple in there. I can put glue or staple, either one. And I cut them on there because right there would be a crumb and that area has to be clean. So I just glue it. And I will staple that part. I just cut because if I don't cut it, it will be so hard to make that vinyl get the shape of that wood. That's what I cut. The right there is not gonna see it anyway. And I staple the other side of the wood. Okay, right here, I am cutting only the front. Why? Because I will fold the vinyl. If I don't cut the front, it will create a big bump, and I don't want that bump. I want that area flat as possible. I bring the door panel and I put the other layer with that vinyl already. And I will make sure to make those holes a little bit big because those plastic clips will go through that wood. Same thing right here. I just make it sure to match and push those clips. Same thing on the other side. And then you can see the clip on the other side. I am putting glue. On both sides. Then I let it dry for a while, around 3 minutes. Then I come back with this piece of bone and I start gluing that area. All those marks that I see on there, at the end it will come out. How? Hot water with the heat gun, with the steamer, or you put them on the sun. Either way. Now I'm cutting that phone right there because I want that area flat. I don't want a bump right there. So right here, either way, I can put a staple or I can glue it. I will put a staple. And there it is, that area. Same thing on the other side. I am not going to show you 100%. I just staple and then I just cut the excess material right there. Almost done, but not yet. I put this chipboard strip in there, just making sure to make it flat that area because I will put another piece of board right there. I'm removing this because I will put some screw in there. Those screws are grabbing the armrest have a metal and are grabbing that metal. That's why I decided to use that part of the armrest. Then I will put some other screw. Those screws are grabbing that piece of 1/4 of an inch wood. But that way it's strong. It's strong. I put glue and I put that foam back. What I see on your screen that is they call a waterproof door panel board. I will use that piece material because I will put a carpet on that area. I just use a heavy duty scissors to cut it. Then making sure fit perfectly. That is the carpet that I will use. It is a cut pile. You know, if you have been working on this tray for a long time, you know there are three different kind of cut pile. The cheapy one, the middle one, and there is one that is heavy duty. The heavy duty is the best one. It's hard to work with it, but lasts for longer than the other two. This carpet is the middle one. So I cut some strip of vinyl 2.5 inch width. I was sewing all around that carpet. Take it to the sewing machine and I start sewing. That will be the banding that will be around that piece. Then I finish, and this other piece that is on top, I sew it differently. And you will see why. I just cut the excess vinyl in there, just close as possible to the stitch. And right here, I would put those metal clips, 1.25 inch long. If the door panel it is heavy and you're going to attach with clip, make sure to put a lot of clip. Why? Because it is heavy. A lot of clip. And none of those clip or screw have to be visible. I put glue on that area. I don't want to spray over sprays. So that's what I'm using the chipboard in there. And right here I'm putting glue to the vinyl. I will glue that. And I don't want to overspray the carpet. So that's what I'm doing this way. What happens if I overspray? I can use gasoline to clean it. I can use, on this material, I can use lacquer thinner to clean it. Now I am using silicone, white silicone, because I have to be 100% sure that that carpet with that door panel board is not gonna come in undone later on. That's why I put silicone. What happens if the customer want to replace that carpet for another color? Well, there are a different way how you can remove it. Using a razor blade, using a knife to cut it. That's silicone. Now I just use my hand, create pressure, making sure that glue is strong. And then on the back, I will put glue. Then I will put a staple. Right here, when you are pulling, I will put some staple in there. Very important. And same thing on the other side. Now I have to glue all the bottom part. And this pull, when I pull, it has to be consistent. What happens if you are not consistent? You will see like a bump, like a bubble in there. That's what you have to be consistent. And then I put in a staple. You know, on classic car, most of the time you can find the original piece or something close to the original aftermarket. Like this case, the customer brought that black material for there. It's very close to the original. Very close. It's not the same, but it's so close. People who don't know it is hard to tell if that piece that I am putting with rivet is the original. That is like a gasket. I just using the rule because I want to make sure to the distance from one rivet to another one is the same. And I just using a 1/8 drill bit and 1/8 rivet. Seven rivet is more than enough. And there is. Okay, to finish this, there was a 300, 3 and 2 0. I made a hole. I just poke it through and put the number 3 and then the 2 zeros, and I will put it exactly like how it was with a pressure nut or T-nut, small pieces of metal, Home Depot, Lowe's. They have something similar than this. I am using the same one, the same mold. I just spent some time removing because I know I was going to use the same. Then I bring the door panel to the car and start putting them on. Right here is so important. Those clicks have to go in exactly on the hole. You can see the door panel. Then heavy the door panel it is, more clicks you have to put it. And there it is. I just have to put the handle with the chrome. That chrome comes with 2 screws. And I make sure the handle move back and forth. When I pull it, it has to go back by itself. And it's that time. So that means it is good. And there is a door panel. It's beautiful. A restoration. You can see it looks beautiful. That's how it was right there. I haven't made nothing change. The vinyl is new. I just cleaned those chrome. Next, I will be working on the carpet. My friend, I just showing the process of how to do the restoration of this Chrysler 300 door panel. For a lot of you, this is totally new, but some of you have been working on this for decades, and this is nothing new for you, my friend. If you are one of those, thank you so much for being here. This video maybe doesn't show you nothing new. I'm so glad that you are watching this video. And for those who are learning this beautiful trade, my friend, this right here may be all new for you. It's not impossible. Yes, you have to be positive when you are going to start doing something that you don't have an idea how to do it. If make sure to watch the video a couple times if you are going to do a similar door panel this, and keep in mind, never buy the exact amount of material. Always buy something extra in case if you made a mistake, and put this video into your favorite. That way if you need it later, you will have it. So thank you, my friend, for being here, for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. I upload videos related to upholstery so often, so why not subscribing? You will learn a lot about upholstery. So thank you so much. See you soon on the next video.